Dear students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Professor Tyagarajan, the head of the Department of Sanskrit, Presidency College, who is going to talk about 10 types of Sanskrit drama, which is the part of the subject Indian Aesthetics and Fine Arts. In the earlier modules, we have seen how the dramas originated and its divine origin, etc. After the emanation of dramas, there arose different types. And Bharata himself has bifurcated the dramas into 10 types. In this module, we are going to see those 10 types of Sanskrit drama, their characteristics. They are called Nataka, Natika, etc. So those things also we will see, and which are all the one-act plays. And apart from that, what are all Uparupakas? Generally in Sanskrit, dramas are called Rupakas because they are depicting the scenes. And the Uparupakas also are the minor productions in the dramatic compositions. There are about 10 types of Sanskrit dramas, as I told you. Dramas in Sanskrit, as I told you, are called Rupakas. Once again, I am repeating it just for the sake of making you understand. It is a visual representation, and they are named as Nataka, Prakarana, Bhana, Prahasana, Dima, Vyayoga, Samavakara, Viti, Anka, and Ihamriga. In Nataka, now we will see what is a Nataka. Each differing from the other in the nature of the plot, the hero, the major sentiment depicted, and also the number of acts they contain. The principal variety is Nataka, that consists of 5 to 10 acts and deals with a well-known story, Prakyata, depicting the sentiment Sringara, Veera or Karuna. In a Nataka type, this is the major type of a drama where any one sentiment, and especially Sringara, Veera or Karuna are the predominant sentiments. And it should have a plot which is Prakyata. Prakyata means already the story is known. For example, the story is from Ramayana. Then it is popular, everybody knows that. Therefore, you could take that, but you are dramatizing the entire story narrated in the form of poetry. So also the Mahabharata, certain portions are taken because that is well known to the public, the audience. So you are depicting in such a way that they enjoy the scenes as if they are directly witnessing it. Therefore, this Nataka type is a very important type. Next, it is to be based generally on the theme which is already available. That's what I said. The hero is the king. The main sentiment is love, as in the Shakuntala. The Shakuntalam is a very beautiful drama. The plot is taken from Mahabharata. It is a subject already known to the people, and in which you find the heroism as well as the love affairs, everything there. And in Veni Samara also, Veni Samara is a drama written by Bhattabana, in which the heroic factors are more. Sometimes you find the pathos also, In the same way, you find in the Bhavabhuti's Uttar Ramacharita, where you find totally pathos. Eko rasa karuna eva. So that's what stated by Bhavabhuti in the drama itself. Therefore, a sentiment has to be made predominant in a Nataka. And the next type of drama is Prakarana. A Prakarana type of the plays as the theme invented by the dramatist. So, the dramatist himself has a sort of imagination, he coins a plot and he is depicting it in such a way that people could enjoy the scenes as imagined by the poet. Anyone other than a prince is the hero. So, in the Prakarana type, you should not have king as the hero, as in the case of other dramas, natakas. Anyone, including a courtesan, is the heroine. The number of acts is 10. The Mirchakatika and the Malati Madhava represent this type. Next, there is a type of drama called as Bana. The Bana is an one-act play with the life of a rogue for its theme. Heroism or love may be the dominant sentiment. Music, dance and others features this type of drama, which is purely in the form of a monologue. See, here in this drama you find the Akasha Bhashitam, etc. Akasha Bhashitam means you are speaking, just lifting your head up as if seeing the sky. You are speaking to yourself. So this is called Akasha Bhashita. So these devices are employed in this particular type of drama. It is a monologue, mono acting, you can call it. Then another type is called Prahasana. The very name Prahasana itself denotes that it makes you laugh. These are all humorous plays. But at the same time, it is not a mere humor, but it is a satire. So this drama, when this drama is enacted, the people who are doing some wrong things, even kings, are being satirically indicated what mistakes they are committing. Though there is no direct instruction to the king is made to know by just observing the drama that these are all the mistakes that he is committing and the people are suffering. So the comic sentiment dominates. For example, the Mattavilasa Prahasana of Mahendra Varman, Mahendra Vikraman, Mahendra Varman are the names for him. At the same time, Bhagavad-Ajukiya of Bodhayana represent this type. That is a Prahasana, Mattavilasa Prahasana, Bhagavad-Ajukiya. Both are an interesting, humorous dramas in Sanskrit. Then next comes Dima. The Dima has 4 acts describing the magic feats of supernatural beings. The plot is well known. Gods, demons, semi-divine beings and serpents take part. The dominant sentiment is any one other than love and comic. So in this drama you should not have the comic element and the Sringara also. The example is the Tripura Vijaya of Vatsaraja for this drama. This is a Dima. It is a very rare presentation. Of course, with all supernatural elements playing a major role in this drama. Another drama variety is called Vyayoga. The Vyayoga is an one act with a traditional plot and a boasting hero. It is to contain battle scenes which do not rise on account of a woman. The sentiments other than love and comic may dominate. The Saugandhika Harana of Vishwanatha illustrates this type. So it is very much like the Dima, but here you find a lot of battle scenes. In those days, they have contemplated on the battle scenes and they have depicted it on the stage also, which is surmising for us because they love to make a big stage to show the battles, etc. So it appears to be a major production, but it is not taken seriously by the later writers. Next comes Samavakara. The Samavakara has 3 acts having a traditional theme describing battles. The main sentiment is to be heroic. Gods and demons take part in it. The Samudra Matana of Vatsaraja serves as an illustration of this type. Here also, it is full of battle, heroism, Veerarasa. There is no sentiment of Shringara. There is no humor. Because it is a battle scene. So, subtle differences are there between Samavakara and Vyayoga. And this type of species had not developed. We do not know what is the reason behind it, but many people have written dramas, whereas these minor types have not been attempted much by the people. So, Samavakara, only Samudra Matana happens to be a standing example for this type. Next comes Anka. It is also an one-act play describing the lamentations with pathos as its dominant sentiment. So, something goes wrong, somewhere somebody died or in the battle, many of them are lost. In such situations, the queens or other people are crying and lamenting, oh, you are gone and how can I get you back? So it is beyond the possibility. Like that, they will be crying. Such lamentations are also appreciated in those days. As in the case of people who are narrating so many lamentations at the time of death. Same thing happens here in the drama. So it appears that people in those days have enjoyed the lamentations too, probably enjoying the feature that how one can lament on things that had gone wrong. The Unmata Raga of Bhaskara represents this Anka type. That is also a species which had not developed. Next comes Iha Mriga. It has 4 acts with a god as the hero. Forcible abduction is to be described, avoiding actual fighting. The Rukmini Harana of Vatsaraja belongs to this type. So, this is also a very rare specimen of the drama, Iha Mriga. Only 1 or 2 we are able to count, and that Rukmini Harana happens to be the chosen example for this type. Next comes Veeti drama. This Veeti is an one-act play with 2 or 3 characters with love as the main sentiment. Example, the Prema Bhirama of Ravipati. But this Veeti drama, though with love sentiment and all, had not developed in the same way as described in the text. It is developed in different ways. It is just like the roadside dramas. People are just enacting scenes on the road. Sometimes you say it is a record dance also in the modern times, where you are able to witness the heads or the local people having a sort of a romance, enjoyable. Of course, it's a rural drama, we can say. Next, the number of Rupakas. We have been talking about Rupakas as the dramas and 10 types of dramas. Now, we will see what are Uparupakas. Uparupakas means it's a minor drama. The Sahitya Darpana describes 18 kinds of dramas which are designated as Uparupakas. The Agni Purana mentions 17 minor kinds of dramas in addition to the 10 Rupakas. The Uparupakas were Bhavatmaka or dependent on emotions. Bhavatmaka means that you are able to depict what you have, the emotions you have in your mind. So, according to the situation, according to the time, anything they wanted to just depict, they depict it in that form. They are projecting the scenes that they have recently experienced in their life. So, they are just ventilating their feelings on the stage through their emotions being exhibited to the people. And of course, when you say it is Bhavatmaka, it doesn't give you any rasa. So, according to the rasa concept, see, when the bhava matures, it becomes a rasa. Here, there is no maturity of bhava, therefore, you cannot enjoy the rasa in that. But however, you will know how emotionally people could depict the scenes. You have got lot of Uparupakas like this. So, it is all some shades of change will be there, depending upon the emotions that they depict. While the Uparupakas are considered to be major forms of drama, Natya, the Uparupakas dance compositions are minor forms of drama. So you have nowadays the dance drama also, that is also coming under this Uparupaka. The Uparupakas, Natika and Chattaka are prominent. A Natika resembles a Nataka in many ways. It has more women characters. That's why it is used as Natika. Love is the dominant sentiment. It has only 4 acts. The Ratnavali of Harshadeva belongs to this type. So, in Nataka and Natika, the major difference is that more number of women characters are playing in Natika. In Nataka, more number of male characters. Otherwise, it is looking like a drama only. And Harsha could give you a very good specimen for this type of drama. That is Ratnavali, an interesting drama. Next category happens to be Sattaka. The Sattaka is written in Prakrit, but for the language it is like Natika. Natika means once again women characters take part and more number of women characters are seen in that drama. And Karpura Manjari of Rajasekara represents this type. Now we have seen the different types of drama and the varieties also we have seen. There are about 10 types. In that, I would like to be very specific about one type which is more interesting. That is Prahasana, the humorous drama, a satire which I have been telling you. In this, you have a special specimen of Bhagavad Achugiya written by Bodhayana. The very plot itself is so novel, and it is the transformation of soul from one to other. See, It is a drama attempted to criticize the Shramanas. The story goes like this. There is a Shramana, a good teacher, who has got a student who is being instructed very well in all the subjects. But unfortunately, this teacher has got only one student for him. It so happens there is a courtesan who is crossing here and there, and the student falls in love with her. And the courtesan's mother also is participating in that drama. One day, when the class was going on to the student, he was able to see the courtesan plucking flowers in the nearby garden. While she was plucking, she was bitten by a snake. The student was suddenly shocked because he was in love with her and his lover is dead now. So he immediately runs from the class towards his lover. The teacher also is shocked that why his student is running away, leaving the class. He is instructing, you are to read. This is the time, being a brahmachari, you are not expected to fall in love with anybody and you should not grieve for any woman. So like that he is advising, but those advices are not heard by him and he is just going there. And the student was also lamenting. The teacher says, you please come back to the class. It is not your, it is unwarranted to you. So don't go near her. But the student says, what is the use of studying all these things unnecessarily? I want my lover to be rescued and given life to. The student says that can you live life through your studies to that particular woman? If so, I believe and I will come back to your class. Then because he has only one student, he wanted to just satisfy him and immediately he goes into meditation. He sits under a tree and then he transforms his soul to that woman. Then immediately that courtesan gains life. But it is so unfortunate that courtesan's life is the life of a saint, a Shramana. The moment she gained her life, she started talking like the mendicant, the sage. When the student approaches her, the courtesan advises him, no, it is not the way that you let approach me. You are a student, so you should study well. Like that, as the teacher was talking to him, she started talking. So the love between the student and the courtesan had miserably failed. In the meantime, what happened? In the Yamaloka, the Yama observes that the Yamadutas have brought the life of somebody by mistake. Instead of the courtesan's life, they have brought some life. So, Yama orders that you will have to send back the life of the courtesan because her life has not ended according to the calculations of the Yamaloka. What happens? The Yamadutas come back, descend and they wanted to leave the life of a courtesan to her. But once again, unfortunately, in the courtesan's body, there is another life. Now, the Yamadutas are very much afraid to say this information to the Yama for the mistake committed by them. So, they leave the life on the body of the Shramana, that is the sage. Now, the sage has started talking like the courtesan. So, it's so funny that the saint has transformed himself to be a courtesan, and courtesan is now transformed as a saint. Such it is making a lot of humor to the audience. How they are speaking, they see in the female body, male is speaking, in male body, female is speaking, and the love is also not materialized because the boy, the student, could not approach her because in that body his own teacher is there. So all these things are made use of, and in order to just make a humorous play, and that at the end everything is resolved, that Yama takes back both these lives and transforms once again as it was in the original bodies. So such dramas, such devices, such new thoughts also were introduced in those days. Very interesting, humorous. And so also the other dramas also, if you are just deeply observing it, you will find some new thought coming up at every stage. That's why you have different types of Sanskrit drama. Thank you.